What's going on, guys? My name's Sean. If you landed here, you're watching Scar My Guitar. What's up, fellas? Now here lately, all we've been doing is talking about budget guitars you can buy online. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm thinking I was brain farting because I forgot all about the pawn shops. Yeah, I try to forget all about the pawn shops. I've lost a few good guitars to them over the years. But we ain't going there to pawn nothing today. We're going there to see what we can find. And I'm not driving all the way over to the pawn shop, poking around in all these places, looking for a Squire or some old Les Paul special. Yeah, that's a dummy move, go there and try to find something like that. Yeah, I'm not looking for no old run-of-the-mill guitar when I go out here. I'm looking for something somebody lost, just like me. That's a keeper. Now, I ain't gonna take you all out in the free world with me, but let me show you what I found. So that's gonna be enough lip-flapping. Let's make it happen. Ooh, kick it. Yes, sir. I don't know what year this is, but I'm thinking it's from the 70s. It is an Ibanez. And it plays really good, too, already. But boy, is it dirty. I don't know if you can see the frets here. It's got some green gunk on them. Like it must have been sitting in this pawn shop for a long time because those frets are almost oxidized. But man, she's a beauty. This right here totally sucks. It does have structural damage in the neck pocket. A guy like me can fix that. It's not a big deal. It's really a problem with the way it plays. Seems to be in tune and playing good, but man, it's on both sides. It's really bad. Ibanez had some cool name for their pickups back in the day. I don't know what these would be. Maybe one of you guys could tell me in the comments. Said it was made in Japan. It's got a serial number. If anybody knows how to look that up, see what year and everything it is, put it in the comments by all means, because I'd love to know. It looks like a mahogany body for sure. Definitely mahogany neck. I bought this guitar for $65 from the pawn shop. If I would have went on Amazon and bought those Grovers right there, you guys already know, they were 65 bucks. So the guitar is worth it just for the tuners. I love this little stop tail piece. It's so cool. I'm not a real big fan of the Tune-o-matic bridge there, but this thing looks cool. Let's get back to this. This thing looks like one of those Graphtec bridges. And I must be tripping, but that's what it looks like. And if it is, that's a costly little piece of equipment there. I can't help but wonder if these knobs came on it, because they look more modern. And I wonder if that's the original nut, because it surely looks old. Now here's a fun little game. Put it in the comments right now whether you think it's 65 bucks worth or not. Before we tear it up, because you got to see it just like I did. I got to inspect it just like that in the pawn shop. Well, you think it's worth 65 bucks just looking at it like I did? Let's put it up on the bench and find out. Now these strings are super cruddy. Let's get them off. Whoever owned this guitar double looped that string like I like to do. You see that? Smart guy. I see it all the time. That might even where I got it from. I don't know. We also got some Diodario strings here. Nice, huh? They are super nasty. Now I've dealt with Graphtec before, and I'm going to tell you right now that looks like a piece of one of their Tune-o-matic bridges. Now, I don't know if you can make out what those numbers are, but I see patent pending over here. And it looks like, I don't know. What's that say there, guys? Put it in the comments if you can read that. And it's really light. Those are definitely Graphtec saddles in this thing. Alright, let's grab up this tailpiece. Not hard to read that, guy. Ibanez, made in Japan. Man, look at all that crud under there. We'll clean that up here in a minute. Let me pop one of these knobs off. Look, it has the writing on the inside of the knob. Let's pull out another knob and see if that's the same. That's the same kind of knob, right? No writing in that guy. Crazy, huh? Now look at the cover on the pickup. I can't make out what that is. We'll shine it up here in a minute, get a better look at it, see if we can tell then. Let's look underneath the pickups and in the control cavity before we clean it up. Alright, bridge first this time. Wow, Super 80, 281012. Now that was fantastic to see, wasn't it? Let's do this one. Please be like that one. Nice. Yeah, that's beautiful. So 281012. They both say the same thing. It's crazy. But beautiful. Nice find. Man, it's got a whole lot of crud up underneath there. It's an old guitar, and I think it just would be a shame to clean it up too much, wouldn't it? Oh shoot, no, let's get that crap out of there. You'd be amazed what a little metal polish will do for your hardware on your guitar. I'm going to try to wipe all this gunk off before we polish it. And if you're cringing about the way I'm doing this in any way, there's no worry. I'll never be working on your guitar. Right? I'll never be touching your guitar. It's going to need another douse with that polish. Much better. We'll just give baby a bath. Why not, huh? Let's compare the one I cleaned. Can you read that logo now? Can you tell what it is now? Can you tell what it is now? To the one I didn't. That's a fairly big difference. Look at the camera in one and the other. I'll never get that coated chrome that clean, but it's good enough for me. We got to get all this crud out from back here, so let's just go ahead and take this little plate right here off. That way we can wipe it smooth. Yeah, pretty nasty up under there too. Makes me wonder how long it sat there. Nothing fancy there. Patent pending, made in Japan. I don't know what it's made out of, but it sure is light. Just going to use some good old H2O to clean this up. Now hang on just a dang minute. Sean, don't you see those bridge posts, man? Looks like somebody's been tinkering with that thing. Yep, looky there. Somebody has replaced the original bridge posts and installed that other bridge. Definitely, for sure. That has been watered out, replugged, and done again. Now, if you saw that before me, put it in the comments. I'm pretty sure some of you guys did. Let's flip it over and look in the cavity. But before we do that, let's take this off so we don't break it when we flip it over. Yeah, I still wonder what year this thing is, but it's definitely old. Look, you hear that? That's where that plastic has bowed up. It's just, you can hear it. Alright, let's see what we got. Now, I'm certainly no vintage guitar expert, or any kind of guitar expert for that matter. So, you guys tell me, what is this? Tell me what we're working with here. Is this the real stuff that came in it? I gotta tell you, for 19 anything, that looks pretty clean in there to me. Let's put the back plate back on and clean this fretboard up. Alright, let's put our straight edge on it. Man, I gotta say, that looks pretty good. We can just leave that like that. But yeah, this fretboard's in need of a really good cleaning. For this job, this is the best thing you can find right here. Now for those of you guys going, look at that idiot scraping his fretboard with a razor. Yeah, look at that idiot. You know, when I see dents on the fret like this, then I see dents like this in the fretboard, that razor blade will take that right out. Just that simple. It's gone. Now some of these frets have pitting and scratches all over them. So I'm just going to use my crowning file here. Crown them up real good and polish them up. If you're going to do this and you have no experience at it, I suggest you put some stuff around here so you don't mess nothing up. And I'm not saying I'm a master or nothing, but I've done this a few times. I'm not worried about my file slipping off of here. I'm also going to go nice and slow through this area where the body is, and I could slip off and scratch it or scratch the fretboard or whatever. Quick little fret polish, we can put the strings on and jam this guy. Alright, we got this whole thing cleaned up. Them frets are looking beautiful now. This is the easiest guitar I've ever put strings on. Watch this. You just lay it in here like this. Pull it through. That's it. Little Japanese guy's got big brains. $65 guitar. Let's jam. Now, if you know anything about this guitar, please put it in the comments, man, so I can figure out what it is. Just basically looking for the year it is and all the stuff that should be on it. Let's play it unplugged. Sounds pretty rich. Now I got it plugged in and it's turned up. Let's just play it a little bit, run it through the switch. Man, this guy's got some bite to it. You hear this thing? That sounds pretty good clean, but I bet it sounds even better dirty. So what do you think about the way it sounds? To me, the pickups sound a little bit like burst buckers. Definitely worth 65 bucks, huh? Now I hope you had fun doing this, because I sure did. And you know I really appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you again soon. But until next time, don't you touch my Scar guitar.